We have studies that show that the more insulin resistant you are, so insulin resistance is a consequence of just a lot of insulin in the body, the more likely you are to be infertile. And then we also know that PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is one of the leading causes of infertility in women, we know that 60% of PCOS cases also are people who have insulin resistance. There's a link there. Insulin resistant, you're more likely to have PCOS. And we also know that when there's a lot of insulin in a female body, it tells your ovaries to produce more testosterone. Testosterone is the male sex hormone. And if you have too much male sex hormone in the body, that causes issues. It can cause acne, it can cause balding or hair growth on the face, and it can stop your period. Now, often when somebody has PCOS, they're given the birth control pill, which kind of makes sense on the surface, but really doesn't solve anything. What happens when you take the birth control pill is that you're just ingesting female hormones. That's what the pill is. It's female hormones. So if you have high testosterone, all of a sudden you're ingesting female hormones. So the balance kind of comes back to an okay situation. Your symptoms of excess testosterone go away. But as soon as you stop the pill, the high testosterone is still there. So a lot of people stop the pill trying to have a baby and they're like, oh, I don't have my period. I have PCOS. What do I do? So one recommendation I have is if you have PCOS, look at your glucose spikes first. It's not the only reason this can happen, but very often when you fix your glucose and insulin levels, the symptoms of PCOS go away.
I saw something on Twitter a couple of weeks ago that was trying to make the case that glucose and insulin responses are the reason for PCOS.
Yeah.
Some people believe that.
Totally. And, you know, it's a very politically charged topic. Some people believe you have PCOS. It's genetic. You can't do anything about it. Other people believe, no, it's a metabolic disease. It's a cluster of symptoms that come from high insulin. I'm in that camp. But, you know, there are some cases where somebody has PCOS and doesn't have high insulin levels. So what category do they go into? The thing with PCOS, Stephen, is that it's not a real condition. It's like a cluster of symptoms. So some people could have PCOS and have cystic ovaries and balding. Somebody else could have PCOS and have, you know, missed periods and hair growth on their chin. So it can take different forms. So I think we're starting to understand there are variations of PCOS, and some are in the insulin resistant category.
Have you seen a woman reverse her PCOS symptoms?
Tons. In my second book, I ran a study. 3 females who were in the program doing my hacks for just a month got their period back and were able to get pregnant in that month just with my hacks. I see PCOS reversal all the time.